if by now you haven't noticed the trend of these game developers when they know that fans are going to hate a property, that they go out there and call you bad faith people, not real fans, bigots, racist, sexist, all the things, right? Then I don't know how to help you because today's got a concerted media effort in order to gaslight gamers once again into liking something that's objectively bad, that they know is objectively bad, by just calling you names and saying that the only people who hate this are in bad faith. The only good persons out there would just say nice things about Star Wars Outlaws. That's what fandom is. It's being nice. That's kind of the new mantra these days, just claiming that any criticism is kind of like toxic for some reason and in bad faith, as they say. So I'm going to go over all the articles of this that I saw. It's obviously a very, very concerted media effort. You can see how these outlets coordinate their stories together in order to make a narrative push, in order to try to make you, the gamer, look bad, and the companies that they get access for and are paying them to advertise their products look good. It's really an insidious sort of thing with the media, but that's why we're here, to form a counter to that. And I appreciate you guys for being here. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Join us. You guys have been amazing lately. We're very close to 28,000 subs, getting close to that 30 marker as well. And tell your friends about the channel so you can join us. I'm also a comic creator. My name's John Delarose. I've made a bunch of science fiction stuff that's awesome. If you like the way Star Wars used to feel, like with heroic action adventure, a lot of fun, come grab the Hidden Emperor today. We're almost to 22,000 here, in which we have a stretch goal where everybody gets a free trading card with this. One more backer, my friends. If you grab the variant cover of this, you can see the variant cover right here with the gorgeous drawing by Miss Sashi. That'll push us over the edge. And I do recommend just grabbing the whole Ayla Written Adventures, because I've written 2 novels, 2 graphic novels here. I'm very prolific. This isn't our first rodeo, and this is our best and most successful campaign yet. So thank you so much for all your support. That's in the description below. And thank you again. So yeah, here's the gamers version of it. Star Wars Outlaws lead calls out bad faith people over K-Vest looks. Here's IGN. Star Wars Outlaws director, bad faith discourse about protagonist's appearance not worth engaging in. Inverse. Assassin's Creed Shadows devs should take a lesson in fighting trolls from Star Wars Outlaws. Oh my gosh. And Eurogamer, bad faith discourse not worth engaging in, Ubisoft Star Wars Outlaws creative director says. So almost all of these 3 articles are the same. This is interesting from Inverse, how they're going to call everybody trolls on top of this. So we'll just cover one of them. We'll just go through IGN real quick, because they all base the articles off the same things. They copy paste a lot of this stuff, and that's how they do this for the media. They're all lazy people. And so this one right here, Star Wars Outlaws creative director Julian Garrity isn't interested in entertaining, quote, bad faith conversations about upcoming Ubisoft's game Protagonist K-Vest. That's amazing. Like, why would you presume it's bad faith? You look at something right here, and it's all about like the fact that she's been made uglified, and she has been made uglified. This is a objectively ugly character, and we know with what way they did. If you look up Star Wars Outlaws Protagonist, you can find the original actress that she's based upon did not look like this whatsoever. This is like a what did they do here? This is a travesty as to what they did on this sort of a change from the actual model they based this off of, a Venezuelan actress who's just objectively gorgeous, changed into this like monstrosity. It looks like one of those like memes you see on 4chan or Reddit, where it's like they turned the character into a retard. Can you say that on YouTube? Oh, well, I'll edit it out if you can't. But that's what it looks like right here. It's like they gave her some sort of like situation, and just ruined her. And why did they do this? Well, IGN tells us right here. They say K, that's the character here, is meant to be approachable. A petty thief who ends up barreling through this story, making bad decisions centered a lot of humor, humility, and toughness. That's what's important to me. So she's meant to be approachable, which by, when you've got a gamma male director right here, he wants a standard of beauty, which is somebody he could obtain in his mind. And that's all this is about. That's why they did this. There's two reasons. One, because of what he finds obtainable. Number two is because of the fact that they want to avert the male gaze, right? For this game, which they're designing. Basically, the whole characterization is for the like wine ant demographic that they're trying to go for Star Wars now. And this is not just in Star Wars Outlaws. We saw it with Ahsoka pretty badly. We saw it with this whole acolyte thing. The entire demographic they're attempting to go for with all this is these middle-aged wine ants who like have their little space cats who are sitting there like childless and alone and upset. They want to have someone they can identify with, who they can feel seen with. And unfortunately for Ubisoft, those people do not play open world Star Wars video games. It's like a 90% male demographic that they're going for in this sort of thing. But the most ridiculous part about this is then when he goes, and she's beautiful. Come on. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, bro, on this level. That's a pretty weird attempt at a flex on this one. So this is kind of insane, and this is his attempt here to make somebody who's not obviously an attractive protagonist in this video game, and then claim she is, claim that the discourse around it's bad, and that the gamers are the real problems. And here it is. It makes no sense to me. It's not worth engaging with. If you engage with bad faith people, there's no nuance, no possibility of a real dialogue. All we can do is make the best game possible. And they actually tie this to Assassin's Creed Shadows in this here, and Assassin's Creed's like apology quote. And we talked about this on the channel. That apology was a non-apology. They basically did the like exact same thing. It looked exactly like this, being like, well, Japanese culture's one thing for Assassin's Creed Shadows, and all we did was set out to make the best game possible. Yeah, almost the exact same phraseology. And what it means is, screw you gamers. We don't care about you. We're not interested in you. We want a modern audience to come in and not you. This game's not for you, so go away. That is the translation from SJW corporate speak that they have going on this front. And what it means also is that there's no way they're going to change or alter the game whatsoever. They're going to do it their way, and it's their way or the highway. Now, this is ridiculous because it's not like this is some like art project by these guys, and it's like this is some like real artistic decision to make Cave S something special in her own deal. No, this is Star Wars. It is literally corporate schlock product that they are trying to appease a consumer base, which would be Star Wars fans and gamers, to sell their product. It is a mindless entertainment kind of thing. So there's no artistic reason to do this. There's no good reason to do this other than like the woke nonsense, the DEI sort of stuff, while they're trying to demoralize everybody in society, basically. Everything in art as ugly. That is definitely part of the communist agenda. Wake up if you haven't seen it. And then they just attack you instead. You're just bad faith people, is what they say, right? No, just because you want your video games to look nice doesn't mean you're a bad faith person. You're saying, hey, that doesn't look good. And yeah, you can't really have a dialogue about that. That's true. He's right about that. But it's not in bad faith. It's in very good faith. You want it to look good. If they did look good, you'd be like, hey, thank you for making a game that looks good. It's pretty simple. Now, if you look at what they talk about here, IGN has a preview. All these gamer rags on all this got like 4-hour previews of this game and gameplay. And this one here is a backhanded compliment. If you can, I'm going to translate the corporate speak for you again as he goes through here, because these guys can't say anything bad about these games. These AAA games, Ubisoft pays them to advertise them. They need them, otherwise they're not making enough ad revenue for this stuff to make sense. And so, look at this here. Open world games tend to be jacks of all trades, masters of none. Okay, well, full stop right there. That means the gameplay just has a little bit of everything, and none of it's done particularly well. That's what that means right there. Masters of none. There's nothing great about this whatsoever. And while I'm not sure Star Wars Outlaws will master any of its gameplay components, that's an admission that it doesn't seem to master any of its gameplay components, it nonetheless does them all very well, but does so with a convincing Star Wars sheen. So, convincing Star Wars sheen? Okay. So, very odd choice of words on this sort of thing to, quote, praise the game, but not really praise the game. they know it's going to be pretty dumb and they know it's going to be pretty bad. And so that's what they're trying to do to hide it while still trying to sound like they're being positive for Ubisoft's little friendship right here. But the rest of the media is being like, you know what, this is exactly how they should act. Inverse is saying they should completely ignore people and the gamers and their fan base, their customer base, who's concerned about just like the direction of these games, all the DEI agendas that are out there. They should just shut you down at every turn, just accept the losses that are going to come in because the politics to them is far more important than the games. That much is very much clear. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to check out The Hidden Emperor if you just love a great graphic novel. I got to tell you, we did a great storytelling job here, and we are storytelling first, and we are science fiction first. I appreciate you for checking this out. It's in the description below. Thank you again.